Coming up on the next Talk About Topeka, well, we have a great show for you. We're going to be highlighting our experience at the Bacchus Ball at the Kansas City Convention Center. Frank's going to be taking us on a stroll through the Junior Achievement Hall of Fame. They had 4 new laureates inducted in that here in Topeka. We'll be showing you some pictures of that. We're going to be talking about Silver Sparkle. From the Silverbacks, we've got Jessica Hope here to tell us all about that program, helping people who need the youth be able to bring out the best in themselves at the time of prom and all that fun stuff. So be sure to tune in. It is Saturday and Monday night at 8 o'clock and midnight on TV 2510 for an all-new episode of Talk About Topeka. And you know what? If you want to find that stuff on our website, you'll be able to find it all on gablocal.tv. Check it out. We got a brand new site, a lot of excitement.
This is Talk About Topeka on Gab Local TV. This episode sponsored by Field of Greens and The Break Room. Here's your host, Chris Schultz.
All right, so we're here in the Gab Local Studios, and we're talking about Topeka today. Frank's back there. How are you, Frank?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good. You know, you've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes too. We've been really working hard to make sure that we could get our new website up. And we're still not quite there, but you can kind of get to where you can see where we're going now. If you go to gablocal.tv, of course, you can check it out on talkabouttopeka.com as well. You can see a lot of our shows that are kind of popping in here. We'll be doing a lot more development on that. But we want to show you how functional we can be on there. So we've made some pretty interesting changes. I'm looking at it right now as I talk to you. So,
well, you know, the website has grown so much that you know it actually is looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You did a pretty good job on it.
Thank you. I was doing the design, and you were getting us caught up on a lot of the stories out there. And I know Frank's always, just for those of you watching, he's always like, Chris, you have to edit this because like he's the technical minded one. I'm the one with the English degree and like the literary kind of stuff. So like, yeah. So
me no spell no good.
Yeah. So if you see something that's not spelled right, it's probably because I haven't gotten around to like proof it yet. So sorry. Because Frank likes to invent new words.
I invent my own name is a different name. Like if I type it, I spell it Farnk.
My favorite misspelling that you had was a story for 712 Innovations, and you spelled I think it was Innovations. Frank. Innovations. See, I could win spelling bees.
I never said I was a speller. That's all I can say.
I'm glad you're here doing your strong suit stuff. You really did. You've done a lot of work on this website, and we're really proud of it as well. There's a page on there, of course, for our friends from TV25. You should check it out because there's a lot of work coming along the lines here on that as well. So we'll be talking a little bit on this week's episode about the Bacchus Ball that we went to, where we got to host the red carpet for TV25. It was so cool. A lot of really cool people came out for that. But yeah, this came right after. You've got kind of a little program guide on the side to see, you know, what shows that we have the local programming. And you can kind of hit the original local programs button on it. It'll take you to a page that will show you all of the shows that we are working on, which is a lot of shows. And you got links, of course, to Good Sports, and you can see the podcast right now of Real Estate Matters as well. So we're very excited to be able to launch that. And another thing that we launched as well was our How to Save $1,000 video. Have you seen that, Frank?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's animated. It's so cute. But it's so true. You know, how to save $1,000.
Yeah, I would say
sign me up.
I would say if you want to watch that video, you should find you can find Talk About Topeka or TV25 on Facebook, and we've got those links shared for you so you can find that and see that video we're talking about, because it tells you how to save $1,000, and you might already be saving that $1,000, and that's great. But what you can do to help is to tell all those people out there that you know are paying the extra $1,000 somewhere, you know, help them save that money. So help us spread the word about TV25. Really,
it's all based off of like $99 a month for a cable bill.
Yeah,
and you don't even have to have internet.
The fact that we've got 10 channels here that you can, well, we're giving you 10 channels over the air. You don't need internet, you don't need cable, you don't need anything. And you mix that with what's already available. There could be anywhere between 30 to 60 channels that are coming in free with just an over-the-air antenna on your television, just depending on where you're living in our viewing area. But that is amazing.
I was talking to the owner of Angie over at the owner of Cashmere Popcorn down the street.
Yeah.
And she thought you had to have an internet connection just to get our stations. I'm like,
Nope, that's
no,
over the air.
you don't. You have to have electricity and an antenna, basically. That's all.
That's what I think is really, really awesome about it, because it really is accessible to anybody with a TV that is plugged into the wall and an antenna plugged into it. There's no other need for anything else. So yeah, you can save some money by, cutting the cord on the stuff you're paying for, and then get what the trend obviously is, where people are paying for the stuff that they really want to see. If there's a show that's out that you like, you could buy that on like Amazon, and then you just have it on demand whenever you want to watch it, which is very cool. Of course, all of our stuff is available on the flashy new website here, so you can watch all of our programs, all of our segments on here as well. They're kind of released through the week after they've been on the show, but we do want you to tune in as well and watch our show every Saturday and Monday night at 8 o'clock and midnight, and I could read that straight off of this website because all that time's on there as well. We want to throw in a plug, of course, for our friends with Good Sports. They're 7 and 11 on Saturday and Monday nights, and then Saturday and Monday 5 and 9 o'clock is Real Estate Matters with our friends Christy Porter and Tamika Bryant. So really, we've got a lot of things coming up down the pipeline. You can see we're only working on a couple of days programming, but we have a lot more programming coming, a lot more excitement coming. So find that video on our Facebook page, share it with your friends, and tell them how they can save $1,000. Do it, folks.